Hi, boys and girls. All right, so we're going to read our next book in our community text set. And the author of this book is Charlotte Zolotow, and the illustrator is James Stevenson. And the title of this book is I Know a Lady. Do you think this lady is the one in the title? Maybe. Well, this lady is kind to children and animals in her neighborhood. She lives in a neighborhood in a place that has warm summers and snowy winters. A girl named Sally is going to tell you about the nice things that this lady does. Let's take a look. I Know a Lady. Beautiful irises. On our block, there is a lady who lives alone. Who lives in your neighborhood, on your block, or in your building? She works in her garden and gives us daffodils in the spring, zinnias in the summer, chrysanthemums in the fall, those are my favorite, and red holly berries when the snow falls. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of snow. She waves to us mornings on our way to school and smiles when we pass her house coming home. What type of person is this lady? What does the author tell you that lets you know that this lady is a kind person? Yeah. Awesome. She invites us in to warm up at her fire at Halloween and gives us candy apples she's made herself. Why do the children like sitting by the fireplace? Turn and tell someone. It's nice and warm, isn't it? A lot of times on Halloween it gets quite chilly. Have you ever eaten a candy apple at Halloween? Oh, they're so good. If you haven't, maybe this next Halloween you can. And at Christmas, she asks us in to see her tree and give us cookies sprinkled with red and green dots. At Easter, she makes little cakes with yellow frosting. Sometimes we see her walking alone along the path in the woods behind the houses. She smiles at me and knows my name is Sally. She pats my dog and knows her name is Matilda. Oh. Gosh, I just think of how good that girl Sally must feel to know that this lady knows her name and her dog's name. She feeds the birds and puts cream out for the old cat who lives across the meadow. And meadow is just another word for field. I wonder what she was like when she was a little girl. I wonder if some old lady she knew had a garden and cooked and smiled and patted dogs and fed the cats and knew her name. If I was an old lady and she was a little girl, I would love her a lot the way I do now. Listen to this page again. I'm going to read it one more time. And I want you to think about how Sally feels about the lady. If I was an old lady and she was a little girl, I would love her a lot the way I do now. How does Sally feel about the lady? Yeah, it tells us she loves her. All right, so in this, the lady in this story She does a lot of things, many, many things to show that she cares for the children in her community. And I'm just going to kind of go over some pictures here that kind of show you what she does. What types of things does this lady do? Turn and tell someone. Now, could this story happen in real life? Give some examples from this story that help you know that this could happen in real life. Yeah, these characters are like real people. They act like real people. And the people in this story do things that people do in real life, like wave and smile and take walks. The lady is very kind to the people in her community. Why is that important? That's right. Being kind to each other really helps bring people together and makes a neighborhood really nice to live in. How do you think the girl feels about the lady? How do you know that? Well, we know here on the last page, it says that I would love her a lot the way I do now. But you can also tell by how she's waving, wants to go in during the holidays and visit. And think about here and here, where she just is talking with the lady. That's right. Now I want to go back here to this page. And why does the author put this small picture on the word page and then this big picture on the other page? Turn and tell someone what you think. Well, the words tell us about Halloween. And this small picture, you can see a pumpkin. And it's on the outside of the door. So you know it's Halloween from outside. The big picture here shows Halloween from the inside. After the lady gives the children the candy apples and they're sitting by the fire. So this is what's going on inside the house. Now, I want to show you the dedication page here. It's usually towards the front of the book. Here's the title page and the dedication page. And it says that the author dedicates this book to Margie. Who do you think Margie is? Why do you think there are flowers drawn on this page? Margie might be a lady that the author knew when she was younger, or even knows now who might be in her neighborhood. This could be based on a true story. And the lady, maybe she grows flowers in her garden and gives them to neighbors, and that's why she drew the pictures. All right. Oh, I really love this book, and I love it when I have neighbors like this. And I am really, really lucky to have a couple of neighbors who are like this lady where I live. Now, for writing about reading, we are going to continue our little chart here. Again, you can add to your chart, or you can just do this part right here. You don't have to do it all together if you just have done one part at a time. So you're going to start by writing the title of the book, I Know a Lady, and I'd like you to draw. That's kind of a funny picture, but I based it off of that. It's pretty-ish, kind of close. So draw a picture of the main character, which is the lady in the neighborhood. She is the one that the story's about. Now, what is her part of a community? Well, she is a kind neighbor. And it shows over and over and again in this book that that's the part she has in her community. Now, what does she do to show that she is a kind neighbor? What is the job of a kind neighbor? There are a lot of examples in this book. I want you to really think about it and write 3 things, or draw pictures and label 3 things that this lady does to show others that she is a kind neighbor. All right, guys, remember to post this on Seesaw so I can see your hard work, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.